Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy New Year. So, I'm excited to be here, excited to share with you some great insights. So, looks like we got some craziness going on here. So, I want to talk to you about New Year's resolutions because a lot of people today are out there making their resolutions and deciding what they're going to do. I want to give you a little bit different um, take on resolutions. So I was listening to a guy this morning and he was talking about resolutions and how they are simply just a decision. And I was thinking about that. I was like, you're absolutely right. But what a lot of people do is they are so burnt out by the year before. And so they are so excited to be done with that year that they don't ever clean up their energetic garbage from that year. And then they go into the next year taking that energetic garbage with them and moving through that next year, being the same person, doing the same thing with this different idea. And a lot of times people set a crazy amount of things that they're going to do. Now, I'm all about um, expansion and growth and doing amazing things in short periods of time. Yes. But a lot of people will set, it was funny. I was headed downtown today to go see my brother and I drove past the gym and I was kind of giggling at all the people that were at the gym today. And I'm not giggling because of exercise. I was just giggling because I was thinking about resolutions. And I was like, oh, yeah, everybody go team. Tomorrow there'll be half of those people. And in a week, there'll be even half of those. And this is what happens when we don't do the identity work behind it. So let me tell you what I would do. And I actually just did a live event. And I wanted to come in here and tell you what happened in that live event because it's going to help you have a better year. So if I've already done this a few times at the end of last year. So what I like to do is I went in and sat down and I wrote down um, everything that was good that happened during the year. Because so many times we remember all the things that are not so good, but I want you to remember the good things. So I want you to go in and write down. You can journal them out. I actually have my list. You can see all my papers here. I taught a class the other night. I wrote down the list of, so you can see right at the top, it says the good things that happened. I had a whole list of them. Finding my power. I traveled to Colombia. We welcomed a grandbaby in, our first grandbaby into the world this year. I tapped into my dreams and my desires. I grew my business very much this last year, and I'm grateful for that. Grateful for new clients. I have so much gratitude for new clients. I was proud of myself for finding myself, sticking to my intuition, even when it was hard to make those decisions. Um, I healed a relationship with my parents, which is something that I never thought would happen in a million years. They didn't change. I did. So there's that part of it. Being bolder with my messaging. Like there were so many good things that happened this past year. We made a trip to New Mexico. I live in Utah. So we took our RV and went down to New Mexico, spent a week and a half or so down there. It was so much fun. I guess we've been back and forth to Illinois too. My husband's elderly mom is there. So we've done a lot of things this year. I've been able to do a lot of amazing things and still run my business and do all these cool things. There were some things that happened this last year that didn't feel so good. Now, when I talk about them, they energetically or emotionally don't feel good. And so I wrote down a whole list of those. Now, I don't have that list here because I burnt that list. So I went through and I wrote down all the things that didn't feel so good about the year, all the places maybe where I was beating myself up about some things that happened or, whatever that list was. And I wrote down all those lists. So I made a whole journal entry on how I felt about those things, what those things were like for me, and what I wanted to let go of. So, and then the next list that I made, and you could do this as well, is what am I keeping from this past year? And what am I letting go of? So these are kind of two separate lists. A lot of you can do them in one if you want, but what parts are you keeping? What parts are you letting go? And so this is a great reflection time to really go look and to energetically release from the things that are just not going to go into this year with you. There were many things that I saw that I was like, absolutely not. Those are not going with me into this next year. There was a lot of times this last year where I beat myself up deeply, immensely. Like And I just decided that wasn't going with me into this year. That wasn't coming. That wasn't part of who I am. And so I've stepped into that place of really letting that go and not taking that in. So when I made that list, then I went and I had a little burning ceremony. I took a metal bowl that I have in my kitchen. I ripped up my paper in there. All my students who were in the class, they did the same thing. And I went and I burnt that paper. And then to take it even farther, the ashes that were in it, I went and put water in the ashes and put them down my disposal because I'm done with them. And then I stepped into this place of reminding myself that I am done with those things. So when I have these situations that come up, we have these old patterns in our life that tend to kind of creep in and we don't really pay attention. I have inside of those, I decided that, you know what? I have reminded myself, nope, we are done with those. We're not doing those. We're moving on. And so this is a great exercise for you. It is not too late to do this. So you can do this anytime. You can do this anytime throughout the year. Some business owners do it quarterly. You know, what am I taking with me into this next quarter? What am I leaving behind? What, blah, 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 what's going on? You can do it quarterly in your life. You can do it however you want. But the start of a new year is a great time to do this so that you can step into this new energy and into a new place for yourself. And you deserve that. Leave the baggage behind. We all need to take out the trash. If you never took out your trash, what would you like? Your garbage can would be overflowing. It'd be a hot mess. Like I always take. I don't like garbage in my house. Like I'm constantly taking out the trash. So you can take out the energetic trash too. This is such a great exercise. And then the last thing that I had my students do inside of my class is we came up with a word for 2025 or 2026. Sorry. We came up with our word. And so we did this intuitively. I did a clearing session with all of my students. We did a major clear out. And so inside of that, we intuitively tapped in and asked our higher self, asked that part of us, what is our word for the year? And so you can do the same. You can close your eyes, take a moment, bring in some gratitude and love for 2025. Thank it for all of the lessons. Imagine all of that list that you just made of things that are no longer serving you, no longer going with you. Imagine those things being released out of your body, out of your energetic field. And then when you feel like that's done, just ask your higher self, ask yourself, what is my word for 2026? And whatever you get, share it with me in the comments. Let me know what you get. I'd love to hear from you. If this has been helpful, let me know below. Make sure to subscribe, like. I have a ton of videos on here. Go watch them and share with a friend and invite other people to come and join. And I would love to hear your words. So put it in the comments. Let me know. And if you want more help and support this year, please come and join me inside of my Rise program. We will put that in the comments as well. You can come and join us inside of there, and you will get the support that you need to have the best year of your life. I love helping people, supporting them in really creating that best life for themselves. I work with women entrepreneurs, spiritual leaders. I work with all ranges, women who just want to have a happier, healthier life. I work with moms who want to be better moms, want to be better wives, want to be better people. Whatever that works for you, I would love to help you and support you in that. If you're really looking to take your life to the next level, this will help you get there. So I work with people who are ready to really kick ass in their life, and that's what we're here to do. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. So much love.